Now we are moving to the table topic session. Today's table topic will be handled by Jagannathan. Jagannathan works for TCS and he says these electronic gadgets, they are not hinders, but they are enablers.
Good afternoon. Thank you, G. Welcome guests, masters. Okay. So we are into a very fascinating and interesting session of the Toastmaster meeting, which is the table topic session. So the purpose of this table topic session is to promote the spontaneous thinking as well as the speaking habits. When I say spontaneous thinking, and this is going to help you both in your work life, work as well as home. And if you see, many of our seasoned politicians, used to have this habit of spontaneous thinking, replying. So it gives an additional motivation for all of us to, in case one of you wanted to cultivate your political aspirations, this is a good session to listen to. And the structure of the session, our timer has already explained. So the table topic sessions are going to be 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes. So you'll be allowed to speak for 2 minutes. So the minimum time you should speak to qualify for the contest is 1 minute, and you can exceed maximum up to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Right. Coming back to the actual topic, digital revolution. So digital revolution actually, it's a quite an interesting thing. Sometime years back, when all this taxi operators and the people who are operating, nobody would have thought the competition could come in this form. Today, if you look at it, Uber and Ola, who are basically software companies or digital companies, they are the number one providers in the world without owning any single assets. Wherein people like FastTag and all, they still struggle to make their ends meet. Similar to this, you also have Amazon, who's good and who's considered to be a software giant, who's no longer have any history of into retailing. Now they've been feared. People like Targets and Best Buys of the world are actually fearing for Amazon's retailing threat. So basically, the one thing which we need to remember is because of the digital revolution, all this are happening, and nowadays, we should try to think, how do we compete in this digital world by taking that digital revolution as an enabler, as a tool to promote your business too. Now, to do this, primarily, as far as our table topics are concerned, how to do this, how to survive in this ultra-competitive world. I just looked into many things. I ultimately, since it's Olympics time, I thought I'll look up to our great sports persons to look out for certain motivational stuff. I looked at all the speeches. So I'm going to give you speakers, all the some 10 to 12 great speeches, quotes by sports persons. I want you to grasp it and then talk about it. So are we ready for it?
Yes.
My first speaker, can I invite Muthu, Toastmaster Muthu? The topic is, make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your ears. Make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your ears.
Make sure your worst enemy doesn't do your neighbors. Doesn't tell it about this. Actually, we are in a digital revolution, digital age. The information is very tremendous, and there are a lot of speculations happen, and you can easily go pass it off through Facebook or WhatsApp or something like that. So it's better we don't just decide
easy is not going to be good. You have to just look into it, you have to analyze it, and after that only you have to decide.
May I call upon Toastmaster Ravi? Ravi, your topic is the only way to prove that you are a good sport is to lose. The only way to prove that you are a good sport is to lose.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and its guests. Topic is I will say like I can say like nobody if you are trying to win anything, you can if you are in some hard work to do something, definitely you can win any sports. Not only like like how to say like without trying anything, without putting any hard workers, we can't be able to win any sports. Like we can say like a Dhoni, initially he's a football player, and he don't know like he will be coming to cricket or something else. But after he's coming after Dravid, we thought that there is no wicket keeper. Then initially he came Dhoni. He smashed like Pakistan. He smashed like 183 runs and Sri Lanka he scored very faster. So he knows like how hard work he has done. Like initially he as a goalkeeper, then after that goalkeeper he became like he's a wicket keeper for India, and he has done really lot of things. He achieved a lot. Any other Indian captain, cricket captain has not done that. He has won a number of cups and a number of IPLs, and yes, once Dhoni is the captain, then he is definitely at the final. So without putting any hard workers, definitely not able to achieve it.
Example. Now may I call upon Jagannathan? Your topic is good is no good and better is expected. Good is no good and better is expected.
Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Good is no good when better is expected. In short, you can view this title as confusion. Okay, fine. My perspective with regarding to this topic is good is no good when better is expected. Yeah, many times we feel that we have done something good, but it can be done still more better, and that is what expected in the market, or that is what expected by the audience, the target audience. So when you are expected, it is not a matter. Many times we feel that we deliver something to our satisfaction, but it is not a matter of our satisfaction, or whether it's not a matter of really what we have done, but really what is expected to be done matters a lot. And I take this message from you. This is a takeaway for me. So many times, actually, this is a good thought for the day for me. Many times I do to my expectation, I do for my satisfaction. I don't do something for the market or what is expected. So thanks for the table topic master for giving me this topic. So many times in our life we do for our satisfaction only, but especially when it comes to delivery, we are supposed to deliver for the market expectation. If it is in business, or if you're working for our company, we are working for our bosses or working for the other superiors. So we have to deliver for other people's, for our ultimately for our target audience expectation. That is what I get to know about from this topic. Thanks for the topic.
Good one. May I call upon Ramakrishnan A. Toastmaster Ramakrishnan. I will. Age is no barrier. It's a limitation you put on your mind. Age is no barrier, it's a limitation you put on your mind.
Okay, age is no barrier. Actually, when I compared my seniors, they are getting more salaries. So when I compare with my salary, so when they are in my age, so they would have got not even my salary, right? So first of all, I should not compare with others. So definitely, in 10 years, I will get more salary than my seniors, and
May we call upon Vinod, Toastmaster Vinod. Here's your topic. There are three types of people who make it happen, who watch it happen, who wonder what happened. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. First time itself. There are three kinds of people, right? Who make it happen, who watch it happen, and who wonder what happened. What just happened? Okay, so I am someone in the third category. I still wonder what just happened over here. He told me the topic and he went back sad as TT master. So, you be yourself. Don't be people. It is not that we assume ourselves to be. I am someone who wonders what is happening, or I am someone who makes it happen. It is not that. It is that what you are able to do, you do it. If you are not able to do it, you are not able to do it. That is all. Don't just sit there and wonder what just happened. If you are able to do, and not able to do, don't do it. So that is all.
Next, may I call upon Toastmaster Jayachandran. Topic is when you are riding, only the race in which you are riding is important. When you are riding, only the race in which you are riding is important.
After some I got an invitation from Mr. Kanya for today's meeting yesterday. I had a glimpse on the invitation, and the theme was the digital revolution. I was thinking about the digital revolution. At the same time, my daughter also was studying about the earth revolution. I was a bit confused about what is revolution. After that, I came to know revolution is change here. Revolution is change, transformation. Definitely, we need a change or transformation. Otherwise, we cannot achieve better things. Whenever you are traveling a particular path or ride, you have to focus on your goal only. We should not focus on any other thing. The same way, digital revolution, it is culmination of years of effort and hard work for so many people. Without that, they cannot achieve the digital revolution. They also focused for a digital revolution. Whenever we travel on our goal, we need to focus on our goal only. So whenever we ride, we need to focus on our goal only. Thanks.
May I call upon Toastmaster Saki? Change your topic. If you have everything under control, you are moving faster. So the racer. If you have everything under control, you are moving faster.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and my friends. The wonderful topic is given. Everything is your control. You run faster, or you can deliver much better things. That's what you're studying. Naturally, what happens most of the times we work in our from school, to our days and in our offices and our colleges, we start working. And most of the times we find we are not getting the enough time to deliver things. May it examination, may it a delivery of a order, may it delivery of a project, or a delivery of a PT session, yes. When you have a control on what you have, you can deliver out of things within yourself. Because most of the times, lot of the experiences which we gather wherever we go, wherever we see, we interact with the people, we get a lot of experiences. When we have all this under hold, when we know what is in our control, and we can definitely control it and deliver in a much better way. So, as he said, today we will talk about we have always have a surreal thinking. Yes, because digitalization is going like a very fast, very fast. It is expanding and covering, engulfing the global and making a miniature world. Yes, I'm right. So what yesterday was not today. It is today. What Godwin has given point two thinking. Yes, it's keep on evaluating. So digital evolution is keep on going. Similarly, everything is in our control. Time, thinking, the way we speak, the way we control ourselves. Definitely, we can deliver things. Thanks for the session.
I call upon Toastmaster Venkat. Simple topic. Champions keep playing until they get it right. Champions keep playing until they get it right.
Thank you, Bharat. Champions keep playing because I'm interested in Rio Olympics and I'm very passionate about Leander Paes. He's going to play 7th time in the Olympic, I think. He wants to succeed with the gold medal. Today morning I saw the interview in Times Now. There was a commotion around Bopana and Leander Paes. He's not coordinating with him and he's not going to Rio and he's playing an exhibition match in Washington and all. But to be honest, at the age of 43, he's still keeping tact with a doubles player. He's the best doubles player, and he's having a group of teams like what Medley has, an NLP leader like Alex and President Mr. Bogan. He got a group of teams, it seems. They used to encourage him whenever he is going to lose the match or any other thing. Like this, always, you should take a positive thing seriously. Thanks.
I call upon one of your guests as a volunteer to speak on. The topic is, there may be people who have more talent, but there is no excuse of anyone to work harder than you. There may be people who have more talent, but there is no excuse who can work more harder than you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Karthik. I've been attending as a guest for the last 1 or 2 weeks. I thought I'd just take a shot at the table topic. I used to think for a lot of time that talent matters a lot. Right? Whenever you see success of people around in various different aspects, be it academics, sports, take it whatever field, right? The success is immediately associated with the talent of a person. And over the last couple of years, I'm personally realizing that talent is, by reading and as well as observing people, that talent is overrated. It's all about practice, hard work, then amount of effort, dedicated effort that you put in towards any particular aspect of your life or where you want mastery. Mastery comes and it's very closely associated with the efforts that are put in. It's a very big lesson for me. I'm yet to internalize it, but I've intellectually understood, I should say. Because there have been a lot of times where I have stopped myself from pursuing the moment I have not succeeded in the first 1 or 2 attempts. Right? A classic example is in my school days, I wanted to play for my class for cricket. I was not selected. I gave up. Similarly for football, I gave up. But later I realized that when I went through Michael Jordan or his career, I noticed that he was also not selected, but he put it in a completely different way. I mean, he took it completely different. He was not selected, but he practiced hard enough, and then we all know the result. So I think there's a lot to do with hard work rather than talent. Thanks very much.
Okay, one more final volunteer. Have you ever topic is from my favorite footballer village? The more difficult the victory, the greater happiness it is. The more difficult the victory, the greater happiness it is.
Thank you. Good evening, Toastmasters and fellow guests. The topic given to me is the more difficult the victory is, the beautiful the fruits are. So ultimately what it boils down to is that the harder we try, the kind of effort that we put into, the kind of effort that we put into each of our activities, the better the result gets. So it's very much similar to the previous table topics, if I may point out that. Because the kind of effort actually, the result actually depends a lot on the hard work that you put in. It's not totally dependent on the talent that you have. I was just recently reading one of Will Smith's quotes. He says, you can be smarter than me, you can be better looking than me, you can be more educated than me, you can be a better actor, but I have more grit than anyone else in the world. If you want to compete with me on a treadmill, either you'll get off first or I'll die. That's the kind of grit that Will Smith has. That's just one of the very few examples that we have in our world. There are lots of gritty people who have tried, who keep pushing the limits, and that's how the result becomes more sweeter. The harder we push, the better we get at reaching the peaks, and it becomes easier for us to understand and enjoy that victory. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for that.
Jai, the good set of speakers, different scientists in charge. Hand over message to